EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. Buying time to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let it go again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lions.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Stroud to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Tua now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Here's second and 10.
32 stinger.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 13.
21G, 21G. Hey, 21T. Watch it, Oscar.
Looking to pass. Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. In motion, Hill. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run, Achane. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ready,
Ball
check.
on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go check. Go check. Hut, hut.
Quick throw to Collins. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Texans at 9-6 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Why? Hey, hey. 20 TX. Step. 21G, 21G. Hut.
After the turnover, it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Come on, 2. Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar. Come on, 3, kick. Corner, long. Hey, 21 TX.
Tua going to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 3rd and 8.
Panther 11, Panther 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught at the 20. He'll have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 61 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
In motion right is Evans.
Hey. All right, let's go.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. A good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right at the midfield stripe. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed,
and this is caught and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Evans, 40 yards, and the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good, and it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Step. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Hey, 21
From the gun, it's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Powerful running. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Here we go, here we go. Check smash, check smash.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down the line before getting this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry up.
Go, Reed, go.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions.
Stroud to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Ready?
What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Big Lion. Go.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Gerald Everett from 17 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He may go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce from 6 yards away. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Here's Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready,
Here's Stroud. A little short pass. This is Everett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Go, Champ. Go, Champ. Ready.
They'll run here with Pierce. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Let's go
here now, 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Ready.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off to the races. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's complete to Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Dolphins, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with 1 game still to go in the regular season. That